Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Bachelor episode 4, week 4. But before we get to that, I just want to mention, I forgot last week, for last week's video, to mention how I celebrated my birthday. So, we went to a Cheesecake Factory this Sunday. We went to, not this Sunday, the other Sunday, the 26th. We went to the Cheesecake Factory. I love the Cheesecake Factory. And I also got a coupon for free pancakes from IHOP. So I also went to IHOP like days later with my mom. So that was fun. I love IHOP. So yeah. Oh, also by the way, I just want to mention this too. I got a spoiler. I haven't watched week 5 yet. It's gonna be two episodes. 2 nights. Oh my. Anyway, so yeah, I haven't watched week 5 yet. So, and I got a spoiler. I got a major spoiler when I went onto YouTube. I saw in the notifications, I saw the first notification was there. It was like a major spoiler, and unfortunately, I read it. I read the thumbnail title, and I just got a major spoiler, and I was so not happy about that. I was really upset. Did not like it. I was pissed, but that's just what happens. That's how it is. So whatever. But yeah, let's just get into this, because once again there is so much to get into. Let's just get into it. Okay, so the girls are going to Cleveland. So this show did something so amazing. For the first time, they finally showed the girls honest reactions. Chris Harrison, he goes to tell the girls that they're finally leaving the mansion, and then he goes, "We're going to Cleveland, Ohio," and the girls were just like, the fake excitement. And just the way, their first reactions was fine. They always, they always edit it out. They will say, they're going to Montana or Virginia or, I don't even know, Carolina. One of the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina, whatever. And it's yeah, those places are, they're nice. They are nice places. They're not very treasured, but when you actually go to them, they're there are some fun sights. There's some things to see, things to appreciate. It's just when you're on this show and you're getting excited to go and travel to all these places, you are expecting big, you were expected to be oh my god, this is gonna be the best trip. So it's going to Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. It's not really you know what I mean? It's just kind of okay, you know what I mean? So it's they always edit that out. They always, because we know that they don't be getting this excited to go to freaking Virginia. Come on, they are not gonna get that excited. They be overdo it, or Utah or whatever. So it's we know it. We know that they edit out the real reactions, but I love how they finally showed the real reactions. And I was almost hoping for it. I was actually hoping for it, because it's every year I'm getting so damn tired of them just having these fake ass reactions to these places that sometimes people have not even heard of. So it's I love how they actually left it out, and I was hoping for that. I was hoping that can they actually show these girls having a real reaction now? Because they're going to Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm okay, y'all really again gonna get excited to go to Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio? I mean, really? But it's they finally let it out, and the girls were just and they just kept, and they were just talking so much. They were just Cleveland, Ohio, what, okay. So that was such a good moment. That was epic. I love that. You said, thank you, producers, for actually listening to what we want. Thank you. It's not that difficult now, is it? Right? Keep doing it. So yeah, the girls were just so confused, disappointed. Yeah. But they actually go there, and they're just oh my god, it's so cool. There's a bridge, and there's I think you show a lake, something with water. A big sign with Cleveland, and I think Chris Harrison even said like the home of rock and roll or something. So it's like, yeah, it's like rock and roll thing stadium, or I don't know. So yeah, so there actually are some good sides of Cleveland. Like I know like Cleveland is not like just like, oh, like I know like Cleveland like has something. Like Cleveland isn't just like straight up just dry. Like I know there were fun sides. Like there are stuff like Cleveland got something going on. So it's like, yeah, so I love, like, like, yeah, these places aren't really visited, and they're not really like the thing that the places that people be so excited to go to, but like like these, they are still like will have fun sites, and I love how this show, even though you don't really get excited to go to these places, like I love how the show shows like these states that are kind of forgotten and not really thought of as amazing or great, but like they do still have something to offer. They have fun sites. They have cool things to do. They have beautiful sites. We got some beautiful views and shots of Cleveland. Like there are many beautiful sites and shots and just great attraction, nice sights to see in many of these states. So it's like, yes, show us them. Like give us the real tea, like the real picture. So yeah, I appreciate that. And the girls was into it. The girls were into the okay, this is Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland. You got it going on. Like, we can do with this. We can do with this. Okay, Cleveland. I see what you got. I see what you need to. Okay, so Victoria gets the first one-on-one, and she is so nervous because of flying, and I'm just like, girl, you're dating a pilot. Like, what the freak are you expecting? Like, you're afraid of heights, but then you trying to marry a pilot? Okay. Also, there's a picture on, okay, Victoria F, the two Victorias. We got some tea to break down. That we're gonna keep getting to them the more we keep going, and at the very end of this video. But like, yeah, just get ready. So yeah, and so there's a picture of Victoria F on Instagram. I found this out from a video I saw. So she actually has a picture on her Instagram of her skydiving, but a girl is talking about being afraid of heights. So another something that's a little suspicious, but we're just gonna keep going. So they go to an amusement park. Awesome. I love amusement parks. Like, who doesn't? Like, come on. Awesome, right? They go to a diner. I love diners. I was like, oh my god, there she go. Like I should honestly quit to this day. Like amusement park, eating at a diner, like I'm there. So yeah, and then so they go on all these rides. Again, when she said she was afraid of heights, but like she still just, like, if she would have at least just went on one ride, then okay, again, like, yes, you conquered your fear, but like that's it. When a person has heights and is scared of all these type of stuff, like you're going one ride to conquer your fear, and then you're done. Like you're done. Like you can't keep going. But like the fact that she was actually able to keep going on all these rides, I'm like, oh, okay, girl, okay. And then okay, so yeah, they eat at the diner. I love that. And so Peter surprises her with Chase rice. Is it rice or rice? I think it's rice. I thought it was rice, then I kept hearing rice, so I think it's rice. Rice. Imagine if I was saying rice, like some type of food, like Chase banana or something. I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah. So, Chase beans. Rice and beans. Is his middle name Beans? Well, if his middle name would have been Rice and then his last name would have been Beans, then it would have been Chase Beans Rice. Okay, so okay, so yeah, so Victoria F is like freaking out, and they're dancing and singing to her ex-boyfriend. She's her ex-boyfriend, and Peter just has no clue. Oh my god, poor Peter. Peter's making all of us die throughout this whole scene. Like, we could not with Peter. Like, Peter really is what made this scenario. Like, Peter was just like fangirling the whole time. He was just like, oh my god, Chase Rice. Oh my god, he's gonna perform at a wedding. And they even exchanged phone numbers. He went to talk to him afterwards, and they exchanged phone numbers. Like, and having like this whole conversation, like, oh my god, like we could not. Everybody was dying, and so Victoria was saying things like he didn't even want her to go to this competition. I'm like, that's when I actually started getting like, oh, okay, like, because when she said that he didn't even want her to go, I was just like, oh shit. But I was like, what's gonna happen here? But yeah, and so so after the date portion, going to the dinner portion where they're not gonna eat any food, just like, oh, this just pisses me off. Yeah. So they sit down and she finally tells him, like, freaking finally, and Peter's just like, what? Like, Peter is so confused. Like, she's shook. Like, he's in shock. Like, he can't believe he's like, Chase? Like, the guy that was performing, like, that Chase? Like, what? Like, what? Like you could even see him, like his facial expressions were everything. Like he kept continuously talking. Like I don't think he even cared about Victoria F at that point. Like he just cared about Chase. It was like Chase, like Peter was like Peter looked like he was like crushing on Chase, like total fangirl. Like he was like having such a major crush on Chase. He was just like Chase. Like he felt so heartbroken, but like because of Chase, not Victoria. It was so funny. Like he was just like Chase. Like he looked so heartbroken. Like what? Oh my god! And it's so funny. Like his speech was just like he was just like kept being so confused. Like he was like just so out of it. Like he was so confused. Like what? Oh my god! And it's like Peter makes him really good. He was like, I talked to him. Peter was just he was just like I talked to him, and we and we were dancing in front of him. We were dancing right in front of him and dancing to his song and like while him performing. Like that is so weird. Like, oh God, what even? That's so crazy. Like that's such a crazy situation to be in. And it is. Like you literally just, like, talk to the girl that you're like, you know, I guess you are dating. Technically, like that is what he's dating all these women. Like the girl that you are dating, ex, just performing like you have no clue when you're just dancing in front of them and dancing in front of him, and then you go and talk to him, have this whole fun conversation, exchange phone numbers. Like it is weird. It's freaking weird. It's crazy and just but okay. Yeah, pretty crazy situation. And then Victoria just goes off to cry for some freaking reason, and Peter just says like I have nothing to be upset at you for. Like it wasn't your fault, and that's exactly what it is. Like girl, like calm the freak down. Like it wasn't your fault. You had nothing to do with this. This has nothing to do with you. Like as long as you don't have any like leftover feelings and you're still just here for Peter, like that's all that matters. Like it's like, can we move on, please? Like okay, girl, like stop making this a more bigger deal than it actually is. Thank you, please, thank you. So we go on to the group date. Oh yeah, Victoria gets a rose, like duh. So yeah, so they go on the group date, and the show is back to abusing its contestants. Like this show loves abusing its contestants. Like whether it's The Bachelor or The Bachelor, there's always something going on. They be having these contestants doing all these stunts, playing all these type of sports, and just getting injured, and like fighting each other and like fighting to the death. You know, just like straight up just going at it. But you know, yeah, back to the abuse as usual. It's normal for the show. So they're playing football, and Victoria can play because she has a bad back or whatever. Like, nice play, girl. Does this remind you of like PE? Like you're just like, I can't run. I'm injured. Yeah, I'm sitting here. Thanks. Okay. So yeah, so she can't play because she has a bad back, and this works in her favor because she goes to talk to Peter, and Peter's giving her a massage and whatever, and the girls are like, well, this sucks because like, you know, I just want to spend time with him, I just want to talk to him, like now he's with this bitch like over there, like okay. And so yeah, Peter was so cute through this whole day and the football playing. Like he was so cute the whole just play. Like, he was being so cute. He was cheering all of the girls on, just like, oh my god, yes, and like, let's go, like, let's get it, ladies. And like, he would make such a good coach. Like, besides being a pilot, like, he would make a really good coach. He's really good. Like, you see a lot. Like, he's so good at cheering people and making them feel confident about themselves, and like making them go for it and pushing them and motivating them, making them feel good about this. Like, he's gonna make a really good coach. Like, I love, like, he was so cute. Like, the cutest thing, being so just cheering all of the girls on. Like, it was nice. Like, he's such a sweetheart. So, and after, once the girls are like, the girls look like hell after they're like, they are straight up just sweating all over. Their hair is a mess. Ooh, girls, y'all really played for real. Like, I probably wouldn't have given a shit. Honestly, I don't care. Like, even if it was for Peter, I still wouldn't give a shit. Like, not really into that. Not really into sports like that. It's like, I really wouldn't. Even if it was Peter, I wouldn't give a shit. Like, I'd just be like, okay, like, I'll just do the bare minimum. But like, yeah, other than that, like, I would just be like, okay, like, just do what I have to do, the bare minimum, and that, and like, that's it. I really wouldn't care to just try so hard and just, just really put myself through hell like that. But like, for y'all, all y'all girls, I did. Cheers to you. It wouldn't be me, but good for you. And so the girls are mad because it ended in a tie, and it was meant to be one group, and then the one group that would win, and they would get to go to the after party, cocktail party, or whatever, and then the other team would have to go back home. I personally, and I understand this from the point of view of the audience, the audience, we're cheering for all the girls. We're rooting for all the girls. We're not just want like one group of girls to win and then the other one to go home. Like, no, we want all the girls to have a shot to talk to Peter. We want all that. We're rooting for all of them. But I understand the girls being like the competitors. This is a competition, so yeah, I want these bitches to go. Like fuck fair play, fuck a tie. I don't care. Fuck equality. Like, I just want these bitches to go, and that this is a competition. These bitches can go, and then we can get the time. Okay, like, let's win this. So it's like, I can understand why they have that mentality, and they're just not happy about being tied, because this is a competition to them. They're the competitors, so as much time that they can sweep out the competitors, better for them. So I understand in that point of view why they are upset. But personally, for me, I was happy that there was a tie. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the audience was as well, because it's like we're rooting for all the girls. So we want all the girls to have equal time with Peter and to be able to talk to him. So, and Natasha, I love Natasha. She's such a girl's girl. She was like, they were saying like Cheyenne should be the first to talk to him because she was the one that tried so hard, the team member that tried the most hardest in the game. And so Natasha's, I'm gonna block for you. I'm gonna block for you. When you're done, you're gonna go to Peter, and I will block for your ass until you're done. Can't really say that for the rest of the night, though, can you, Natasha? I love what you said, by the way, but like, Natasha, you didn't really follow up that up, did you? Because Victoria asked for the first gets to talk to Peter first. She gets the first sit down and the talk. She asked Peter to go and talk, and Cheyenne is just like. And Cheyenne is so mad, and it's like, she's so annoying, honestly. Like, she's so annoying. Like, why get mad? Like, really, why are you mad? Like, if you really want to get Peter, you should have just, like, don't blame a bitch for getting him before you. Like, every girl is just doing what they gotta do. They're playing the game. They're doing what they gotta do. Like, fuck your feelings. Like, these bitches are here for the man, and that's it, period. So it's like, why are you getting mad for her playing the game? If you wanted so bad, you should have been quicker. You should have been quicker, but you weren't. So it's your fault. Like, you should have, if you really wanted Peter like that, you should have been more quick, move faster, think faster, move faster, and got that man before his ass couldn't even take a sip from that drink. Before he could even take a sip from that drink, just be like, Peter, we're gonna talk. Peter, we're gonna talk. So you should have done that, but you didn't. So, oh well. So yeah, and she just starts crying and just like, what does keep happening to me? Because you're not trying hard enough. That's why. You're not moving quick enough. You're not thinking fast enough. Like, that's it. Like, stop getting mad at girls. It's Like, you just need to, you really need to keep it up, like match, like really go up, like level up, like move faster, think faster, like really get it in the game, like get ahead in the game, because at the end of this competition, this is a game. Who wins? Who always wins games? The people who move fastest, the people that think fastest. So try that. Try that as your new strategy. And stop crying. Stop crying about not getting enough time with Peter. Get over it. Do something about it. If you're really that mad, then do something about it. The moment that that man just tries to take a sip of that drink, you tap and go, can we talk? And just do that and be more, be like not aggressive, but like, you know what I mean? Like try hard, like be more aggressive, be more assertive, be like, we're gonna talk. Y'all girls can go. Like, no, you're not gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him first. I'm gonna have my time. None of you bitches gonna interrupt and go. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, come on. Like, this is a competition. You need to get it together. This is a competition. You have to get it together. So Victoria hasn't done anything to you. She starts like talking about Victoria and talking about and just trash talking her and talking all this shit about her. But like, Victoria hasn't done anything to you. It's not Victoria's fault. She hasn't done anything to you. She's just doing what she came here to do. Period. Like, she doesn't have, like, she's not really disrespecting you, and she doesn't really have to. Like, I mean, of course you have to, like, this good sportsmanship, like, yes, respect everybody, but it's like she doesn't owe you anything. Like, she doesn't owe you anything. She doesn't, like, this is a competition at the end of the day, and you're gonna do what it is that you need to do to win. She doesn't owe you anything. This is about Peter, not about you. So she's gonna do what she has to do to get the man. That's it, period. Like, game over, bitch. So yeah. Oh, and also, can everybody else stop encouraging her? Because everybody else was just like, yeah, you deserve this time. Like, and like, trash talking Victoria along with them and just be like, yeah, you deserve this time. Like, that was not cool. Like, can y'all stop encouraging her? Don't encourage her. You're just making her even worse. Like, no, tell her, like, no, bitch, it's your fault. Like, Victoria's playing the game. Like, stop and, like, get it together. Like, so stop. That's what you gotta say to her. That's what you gotta say to her. Stop encouraging her. Can you stop encouraging her, please? Thank you. The behavior is not acceptable. Another thing, she's just sitting there. She's literally just sitting there. So if she really is so pressed, why doesn't she just get up and just be like, no, Victoria, this is not how it's gonna work, girl. This is not how it's gonna work, okay? You with the bad back. You will stand on the field. I was working my ass off in that field, and I'm going to get the first talk. I'm going to talk. So you can go back, and I'm going to talk to Peter. Go and interrupt Victoria. Stop being the interruptee and become the interrupter. Interrupt Victoria and go get Peter again. Like, but no, she's just sitting there and whining and crying just like she always does. It's like, what are you even doing here? Like, you're literally, like, not even playing the game. Like, if you get interrupted, or, like, if Victoria steals him first, like, okay then. But, like, why aren't you now moving why aren't you now moving to get him back and just be like, okay, no, Victoria, this is how it's gonna work. Peter's gonna come with me. Okay, you got that. Like, do something. Play the game. Like, what are you even doing? Like, you're just sitting there and not doing anything. So why do you even think you are in the right to whine or complain or be sad or upset if you're not doing anything? I don't get it. Oh, girl, I get it. I'm drinking water, girl. I'm drinking water because, like, there's so much to get into. So I know I'm about to get dehydrated. So I need to stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, it's going to start getting dry. The throat starts getting dry. The mouth starts getting dry. You know, I need to get, hydrated and, the thirst. What's it? The relinquish. What's it called? Relinquish? Whatever. Okay. So, yeah. So, where were we? So, Cheyenne finally goes to talk to Peter once again, and I think she started whining and complaining again about how she's always getting interrupted and she doesn't get enough time with him to talk and whatever. And she gets interrupted again. And I'm just like, Natasha, where were you at, girl? Oh, she got interrupted by Leia. Leia comes back. We knew she was gonna come back. So I mean, like, Natasha, where was you at, girl? Because you told this bitch that you was gonna block her ass when you're done. Like, you wasn't gonna let any girl steal her time, but you didn't do anything when Leia was gonna go up to interrupt them. Like, okay, Natasha. I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying what I'm observing. Like, you let that girl to death. Where was you at, Natasha? Didn't you tell this girl you were gonna block her ass? Where were you, girl? Where were you, girl, Natasha? That was just so funny though, because Natasha said she would block for her, and she did. So yeah. So yeah. So she gets interrupted again. She like tells Peter, like, Peter, do you want, like, she says, like, I don't know what to do. Like, oh, you don't know what to do? Defend your place. That's what you should do. So she just tells Peter, which I guess is fine, whatever. Like, do you want to talk to her? And she says yes. So there she goes. She gets interrupted again. Her time gets interrupted again, and he just starts talking to Leia. But yeah, I'm not talking about Cheyenne because I actually get tired. So yeah. So Leia, my beach is back. She says she's coming here to defend herself, defend her name, or whatever, and she says all these things. She says this situation was so confusing. She talks about how Victoria, she was confused that Victoria said that they were just like casually knew each other, whatever, but that they were actually friends, and they even went to trips together, went to Las Vegas and all these things. Like, okay, honestly, I'm not really sure. Like, honestly, this whole situation is so messy and so confusing. I just end up blacking out, honestly. Like, so it's like, yeah, I think that was all that she said. Like, I was expecting a little bit more than that, but yeah, that's what she said. So I guess that was enough to stir up this whole situation. And then so Peter goes to talk to Victoria, and she's sitting in a corner, and Daddy started talking, and she starts crying. Of course she does. And Savannah just stirred that she was saying that Victoria was being kind of fake, that Victoria was talking, it was like holding Alea's hand during the rose ceremony or something like that, but she was behind her back, she was like talking trash and saying what a terrible person she was or whatever. So I believe Savannah. Like, I'm honestly starting to see some two-facedness from Victoria, honestly. Victoria, like, I'm seeing a lot of fakery. Interesting, because they all looking at Leia like she's fake, but no, I'm starting to look at some fakeness, not just from Victoria P, from Victoria F, to the two Victorias. I'm getting a lot of fakery, I'm getting a lot of two-facedness. So Peter takes Aleia and Victoria to talk to each other, and then they hug. They go and they hug each other, and I'm just like, okay, now I'm really confused. What is going on here? Like, y'all, like, I'm thinking, like, this is gonna go crazy. These girls are gonna go at it at each other. But no, like, they're still acting like best friends, and they go and hug each other, which is so weird. Everybody was just confused. Like, what is going on here? Like, are y'all friends or not? Like, are you friends or not? Like, I'm so confused. Like, because we are getting enemies right now, but now we're not friends. Maybe it's a frenemy situation. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a frenemy situation when we got here with these two. That's probably it. So, like, you love each other, but you hate each other at the same time. Okay. Well, hate is a strong word. Let's say we love each other, but we also dislike each other at the same time. So yeah, they talk it out, and then again, another confusing situation. Victoria wipes like a tear of her eye or something, and I'm just like, this is like the affection, the caressing, I don't know, the affection, the caregiving, all that stuff. It's like, that's what best friends like do, and I'm just like, I don't understand, because I'm getting that this is like becoming like a against each other situation, but like they're still acting like besties, and Victoria is like wiping a tear from her eye. Like, Victoria is where I'm so confused, because Aleia never had a problem with with Victoria. Alea had no problem with Victoria. She had nothing against her, right? She even wished her the best, even when she left. Uh, Sort of because like what she said to Peter, like she didn't hold any resentment for her. But this is confusing from Victoria because Victoria was like the way she was talking about Alea really sounded like she does not like this much. Like she was like she wanted me to lie, and that is not of my character, and I don't like lying, and I don't understand why she wants to lie. And even Savannah was saying that she was calling her a terrible person. So it's like now for her to like now be like wipe your tear from my and acting so affectionate towards her, it's like it's looking all types of fake. It looks fake. It looks two-faced. It's not a good look for Victoria P. She looks fake as fuck. Like, no. The whole conversation is messy. Oh yeah, and Peter's just sitting there watching the. So yeah, that whole conversation was just messy and weird, and we have no idea what's going on. Like, it was really not left with much clarity. We're still just as confused as we were before this conversation. Like we were so confused. Like, nothing was really resolved. Nothing was really talked out. Like, basically because of Victoria. Victoria just started crying and just like, I don't know what else to say. Like, what do you mean you don't know what else to say? Just talk. Like, can resolve this? Like, oh god, like, let's just move on, because I'm getting tired of just talking about it like this. So, another thing, they're starting Victoria P and Alea. Aren't they becoming like the new Kaylin versus Hannah from Colton season? Isn't that what's going on here? Both pageant winners, you know, now got like a friend situation going on, like enemy situation going on, like versus each other, like against each other type of scenario. Like, this is they're basically kind of like the new Kaylin and Hannah, basically. Yeah. So Peter says how he's scared of Victoria not being the person he thinks that he thought she was, and I'm like, me too. Peter, me too. I am with you because I was rooting for Victoria. Like, Victoria became my favorite since night one. Like, I love her. Like, her whole background, her whole story, just who she is in general. Like, I got such a great impression of her. Like, such a good impression of her. So it's like, yeah, I'm also scared for her not to be the person that I thought she was. Like, I don't know what to think of Victoria P anymore, or Victoria F. So, again, we're gonna keep going into that more. So, Peter basically starts talking about, I think he mentions how his decision was basically based off of other people's opinions and other people's thoughts and what they thought about Alea, and that's basically, and it wasn't really based off what he felt, like what other people were saying about Alea, and that is true, but that is true. Like, he did definitely, like, it wasn't really his own decision. It really was, like, what everybody else was telling him about her that really made him make that decision. But it's like, why does he have to ask for other people's? He didn't have to ask for all of their. He honestly should have just figured out for himself, just left them all out of it, and just figured out for himself, and just not even have asked them, honestly. Because this is a competition at the end of the day. You know those bitches are gonna talk shit. The less competition that they have, the better. Like, the more bitches that they can get out of here, the better for them. So it's like, are you really gonna trust these bitches? I don't know, man. Like, whatever. Okay, so anyways, moving on. Like Peter and Alea's relationship were good before everybody else started getting involved. Basically, like they were fine. Like they were Gucci. Like it was everybody else when everybody else got involved that everything just went to shit. And so then, so Alea. Okay, so Alea comes back. I love the way how I love how I forgot to mention this. I love how Leia comes back into the room. Like I loved her entrance. Like I loved how she just went in she just went in like, hi ladies, like hi, like you mad because I stole your man? Like I don't know, it's just something so boss about her. Like yeah, hi ladies, you mad? So so yeah. So Peter's honestly trying his best to figure out this whole situation and to just get over all this confusion. And what he decides to do is that he gives Alea the group date rose. I was definitely shook. I was definitely like, I went back a little bit. I was like so confused. I was like, can't. Cause I was just confused because I'm like, did he have to give her the rose? Because I don't think he had to give her the group day rose in order to bring her back. He could have just bring her back and then gave the group day rose to one of the other girls that actually went to the group day. So I was like, I was kind of confused about that. I was like, did he have to do that? But he did. So I was like, I don't know, like did he have to give her the rose? But I guess he just wanted to. I guess I don't know. That's just what he just chose to do. But yeah, that was definitely shook. I thought it was kind of weird, and the girls are pissed with good reason. Like they are pissed because she wasn't in the date. So it's like for her to get the group date where it's like she didn't bust her ass off in that field. So it wasn't fair, and I understand. I think the girls do have a right to be pissed. And so then after it, Alea tells all the girls about Victoria Chase Bryce, and that he was he's her ex, and he performed in their date, and Alea's just like, y'all didn't know that. Oh, oops. Okay, Alea. Okay, in that regard, I saw some two-facedness or some fakery from Alea. Not that much, not where I will dislike her, but I definitely was just like giving her multiple looks. Just like, really, girl. Just like, okay. And so yeah, Alea just knows everything. She knows everything. She knows what's been going on back home in the show, as she's just spilling all the tea, literally spilling all of it. And something a good one liner that Tam Tam has, Tammy. She says drama has risen from the dead. I like that one liner. I was just like, okay, Tammy, come in with the one liner. Okay. I'll see. And so yeah, so now all the girls are coming at Alea because of her, just her coming back basically, and they're talking about and about her, spilling all the tea about Victoria and Chase Rice and all that stuff. I don't think it's fair because, and they were all talking about how, she's the center of the drama. She started all the drama. She's like the root cause of drama. She's the center of it. But I don't think that's fair because Alea didn't start drama. Y'all started drama with her. Like, with her. You know what I mean? Like, Alea, the whole contest tonight one, all she's been doing is just minding her business. Like, did y'all breed fakery from her or whatever? Or was she annoying to you? Whatever. But, like, at the main point, kind of like the Corinne situation we had in next season. She's just minding her business. Alea is just minding her business, doing what she's doing, playing the game, focusing on Peter, just having a blast. Like, she's just doing her own damn thing. Like, she's minding her own business. She's not doing anything to anyone. She's not doing anything to anyone. That's why I don't understand why everybody is just vilifying her, because she hasn't done anything to anyone. She's not a villain. She's not harming anyone. She's not going after anyone. She's just minding her business, doing her own thing. Like, why are y'all getting so pressed about her? So I don't think it's her. She's not the center of drama, because everybody's the one who started drama with her. She hasn't done anything to anyone. She was just minding her business. Y'all was the one that started getting a problem with her, and just started talking about her and just started drama with her. But Aaliyah has nothing to do with it. So he's like, I just don't get it, honestly. But the redhead, I forgot what her name was, honestly, sorry. I don't know her names, but like, yeah, the redhead, the ginger. You know, she makes a good point about how Peter gave Aaliyah the rose right in front of them, but they are all just busted their ass in the field and have injuries and all that stuff. And I understand your point, honestly. Like, I mean, maybe just don't overreact to it, because, like, I understand, like, football is very hard, especially for girls that are not really used to it and don't really are not really the sporty chick or athletic, which I'm pretty sure like a lot of these girls are. Like, these girls, like the majority, I think, are not athletes or whatever, are not really into sports like that, except for Madison or Tammy, I guess, or maybe some other girls. But yeah, like, a lot of these girls are just not athletes. So I understand, especially not being athletic, like, you're gonna bruise more, it's gonna be more painful, it's gonna be harder because you're not good at this. You haven't done anything like this. So I can understand why, you know, these girls are gonna get injured and they are gonna get bruises and all this stuff, and it is gonna be painful and hard. But yeah, I definitely don't think, like, they're not like that in pain, like, you know what I mean, like nobody ended up going out, like, they are fine, like, you know what I mean? Like, just don't exaggerate it, because I think the redhead said something like, she said something like, bodily fluids, like, we got bodily fluids, like, I don't know, she said something about bodily fluids, I don't know, something more extra, I don't know, but yeah, like, they're definitely injured, and they definitely got hurt, but, like, just don't over-exaggerate, like, it wasn't that bad, but, like, yeah, they definitely do have bruises, and it was painful, and it was hard, and they sweated a lot, and yeah, I'm sure you definitely have a lot of bruises, probably a lot of, you know, yeah, you know, injured marks, whatever. So yeah, so, you know, and just for that to literally just in your face, like, the guy you did all of this for, to just give it to somebody who wasn't even on the date, like, it was very fair. It was not cool. It wasn't fair, and it was not cool. So yeah, I definitely understand that. So, like, all the girls are just trashing Aaliyah right now. And something that was really confusing to me is that it's Hannah McKenna, and they were both talking to each other, coincidentally. They were talking trash about Aaliyah, too. But what I don't understand about it, though, is, like, and about her being the center of this drama and starting all this drama, was that I was confused because they supported Aaliyah last week. They were the ones that Aaliyah was talking to, and the ones saying, like, I mean, I've talked to the girls, and they don't have a problem with me, and they were agreeing with her. They're like, yeah, I don't really think girls really have that problem with you. Like they were agreeing with her. They saw that she had points. They thought that the way the girls were talking about her and treating her was unfair, or whatever. The way Sydney was talking about her, like, it was unfair, and she's told, like, just agreeing with her and not finding anything wrong with her, and thinking all this situation was fair to her. So for them to, like, particularly be the ones talking trash about her when they was supporting her last week, I was like, okay, again, two-facery, fakery, but okay, girls. Okay, Hannah McKenna, like, y'all wasn't supporting this girl and didn't have her back last week, but okay, then, okay. Girls, like, I guess y'all just changed. Okay, Hannah McKenna, I guess you guys just change your sides very quickly, I guess. Fakery, two-sidery, whatever. Okay, so yeah, so now Kelsey gets the second one-on-one, and I love Kelsey on this date. I love seeing her so chill and relaxed side of her. I think this really is a side of her. You know, like, I guess she's finally taking her meds again. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But yeah, you know, I love this vibe from Kelsey, that just chill and calm and mature and just relaxed and just so intuitive and mature and wise and just go with the flow. Just, yeah, she's just amazing. And they just go and explore Cleveland. They they eat some pierogies. Those pierogies look good. And they do some polka dancing, cute. They have a soapbox competition. They win. The kids clearly let them win. Like, let's be real, they totally let them win. And but still, yay, congratulations for y'all. And at the end of the night, Kelsey talks about how her parents' divorce affected her and made her become the person she is today, and that he left he left them and he went to Mexico. I think she said Mexico, and she didn't see him again for like 12 years. And she also found out about her dad leaving before her mom, because she went home and she found a note. And what did she say? I think it was a note and a rose. I think like a letter. She said there was a letter and something else. I don't remember. A note, a letter, and yeah, I don't remember what else was left. But yeah, basically just, yeah, that's what was left. And she found out before mom. That was very traumatic for her, you know, affected her a lot. And she didn't see him again until 12 years, and that was very hard. And then Peter, he goes and talks about his own experience, about how his grandma and his mom, they moved from Cuba. They immigrated from Cuba to the United States, and it was very difficult, especially for the grandma as a single mom raising his mom. And it was very difficult for them. They had a lot of hardships, and he cries and all this stuff. I love seeing Peter get emotional. I love seeing all guys get emotional, like, and being vulnerable. That's nice. So yeah, they bond over that. They bond over those similarities and that same heart and those same like knowledge and experiences of those situations. So they bonded for that. And they kissed and all these things. I think they saw fireworks. Did they see fireworks? I think they saw fireworks. Yeah. And they were on a boat. Yeah, pretty sure they were on a boat and they saw fireworks. So yeah, they kissed, and yeah, the day went well, and of course she gets the rose, so great for you, Kelsey. Now, Victoria versus Alea. Victoria goes in on Alea, and okay, look, here's the thing, right? Okay, so I understand, Victoria, the first thing that Victoria comes and talks to her about was like, Alea says that she just didn't know that the girls didn't know. And for that, okay, I see fakery from Alea. In that point, I do see it from her. Because I'm like, girl, really? Like, you know these girls don't got their cell phones. You know they ain't got no access to the outside world. Like, you know they ain't gonna know shit. So, I mean, okay, there I can see, okay, Alea, okay. I still love her regardless. Like, I still don't think that's enough to dislike her. Like, okay. Like, I mean, I don't think, I don't know. It's like, that's not enough to make me dislike her. But, like, yeah, definitely, like, I'm, like, kind of like, really, girl? Like, I feel like it's possible that she just, okay, let's just keep it. But then Victoria, she just starts talking about, see, Alea should have known that the girls wouldn't know. But the thing is, though, she just told 2 girls. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, when she told them, I'm pretty sure, like, she only told, like, I think she was talking, like, 2 girls. I can't remember who they were, but she was talking to, like, 2 girls, I think. 2 or 3. So, like, she says that she didn't just go around telling all the girls, about it, and I believe her. Like, if she told those two girls, two or three girls were probably the ones that went and tell all the girls, like, let me tell you the tea. You know what I mean? Like, because that's because Aaliyah says she didn't go around telling everybody, and then Victoria is just like, well, then how does everybody know? I mean, duh, because those girls that she told, that she was just like, oops, like by accident or whatever, they probably went on and told the other girls, like, duh, like everybody knows that that's how rumor starts and that's how word goes around by, like, with this person, you know, you tell this person, and that person tells this person, and that person tells this person, just goes like a whole telephone, you know, game situation. So it's like duh. So it's like, I don't understand why. Like, I mean, that's clearly what it would have been. Like, I mean, okay, so it's like, with Alea going to tell the girls, like, even though knowing damn well, like, you know, these girls ain't got access to the outside world, I want to believe that she just genuinely just, it was just an accident, and she was just like, she just had like an oops moment, and she just didn't like she just spurted shit out. It was just like, oops, I bet. You know, I want to believe that it was just like genuine, just innocent accident, but not gonna lie, I mean, I would be pretty down if she was actually just manipulated the whole situation, just like, let me tell these bitches the tea, and they were because it's like all these girls, you know, like that's probably what happened. Those girls probably went on and to tell all the other girls what had about Chase. I kind of want to, I don't know, I'd be kind of down to believing that. I would kind of like that maybe Alea was being a little shady and was just like, I was probably just like, you know, like, let me tell these bitches the tea, and they're gonna go out and they're gonna tell all these girls. Like, if she planned for the girls that she told to tell everyone, because it's like, you know, these girls ain't gonna keep quiet. Like, if you tell these girls some tea, like, you know, like, you ain't gotta do anything else. You ain't gotta tell anybody else. Like, they're probably gonna just go off and tell everybody else. So it's like, maybe like she did do that on purpose. Like, maybe she did. It is possible that she told them knowing that they would probably go on to tell the other girls, and just like, and did on purpose. But like, honestly, like, even though, like, I don't know, there's a little part of me that would be kind of into that. Honestly, like, I'd be kind of like, okay, like, I would be kind of rooting for that. Like, yes, girl, cause havoc, create chaos. Okay, I'm down. This is a competition at the end of the day. This is a TV show. Like, give me the tea, give me the entertainment. So yeah, okay, I would be down to see that. Okay, girl. And you also have to understand, like, maybe it wasn't even her, the one that wanted to maybe she wasn't even the one that planned to do this. Like, sometimes the Bachelor producers tell them to do these things, and will like create these scenarios and tell them, like, hey, you should tell this, like, suggest them to do these certain things, you know, to keep the show going, get the entertainment. And I'm fine with that. Like, yes, give me the entertainment. Okay, I'll take it. You know, the Alea or probably anybody else that they'd be telling you to pull these stunts would probably just like, okay, like, you know, more, you know, more coin for me, like more stunts. Like, I'm definitely guaranteed to get to paradise. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably like, you know, like, I'm getting so much TV time. Like they are living for this. So it's like, yeah, if you want me to go and say this to pull this stunt, okay, I'll do it. Like, why not? Like, more entertainment for us, right? More good TV. Like, so yeah, that could be a big reason. Maybe it wasn't even her. Maybe it was the producers who suggested her to, who told her to, and suggested her to. So it's like, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, but like, I still definitely in my good heart want to believe that I am majority good. My majority good heart wants to believe that it was just an innocent accident and she didn't mean to create all this drama and chaos. Like, as you know, like, I still definitely, I prefer to believe that it was just innocent and she didn't just do it all to create havoc and chaos, you know, like master manipulator. But at the same time, I'll still be down. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm gonna be a little bit down. Like, okay, girl, okay, evil queen. But no, I still hope it's innocent. I still hope that it's innocent. Okay, good heart, babe. Okay, so now, and Victoria just goes on to say like, you don't see this as stirring the pot, like telling the girls about cheese. Like you don't see that as stirring the pot. Again, she probably didn't just go and tell all the girls. Like the girls she told definitely just went on and spoiled it all out to the rest of the girls. Like she probably didn't, and that was it. That's all she had to do with it. But yeah, so she said like, didn't see that as stirring the pot, and which is the reason you left in the first place. No, bitch. The reason why she left in the first place is because all y'all started talking trash about her, and if it fucked with Peter's mind, it messed up with his mind, and he just made that decision. He even said himself that it wasn't his own decision. Like he felt influenced. Like he didn't feel like he made it out of what he felt like. He did it out of what other people were saying and other people's opinions. So yeah, it's the reason why she left was not because she was stirring the pot. She was causing drama. Y'all was the one that had drama with her. Y'all was the one that was stirring the pot with her. Like y'all taught so much shit about her to Peter, and that's why he made that decision. Her, like, she had nothing to do with her leaving. Like the reason why she left is because of y'all talking all this shit to Peter. That's why she ended up leaving, not because she was a pot stirrer or a drama maker. Like she was just minding her business, doing her own damn thing. Again, I would say she was minding her business, doing her own damn thing. Like she's I was trying to say like shit. Okay, so like I don't know, I was like going on to say like she's, and then I just went on going like cheese, like shit, like shit, like the cheese, like cheese. Let me stop. I'm so embarrassed. This is embarrassing. I'm embarrassing for my life and my soul base. Like, what am I even doing? Like, I don't even know most of the time. What am I even saying? I don't know. So, yeah. So, and like Alea was just like so confused, and she was like, "Oh my god, like, oh my god." And I understand why she was so confused, and she was so shooketh. Probably because if some other bitch was finna attack her like this, she was probably expecting it, but she definitely wasn't expecting it from this bitch. Like, even though she is at the center of this whole chase scenario, whatever, and all the girls talking about it, like, she definitely would not have seen this coming from Victoria. Like, Victoria, like, the one who, like, the introvert and all shy and awkward and weird and all this stuff. Like, this is the bitch who's coming after me. Like, I was confused too. Like she was going in on her. Like I was, of course, like considering being the center of this whole like situation and drama. Like of course I would expect her to confront Alea, but definitely not the way she did though. Like she was going in. She was cursing, and she was just coming at her like, and I did not expect that from Victoria. Like if she confronted her, like yes, I would expect her to confront her, but just not like that though. Like her personality, the personality that she has showed us that she has, wouldn't make us expect like that type of confrontation from her. Like we wouldn't expect her to be able to go so in like that. Like she was going in on, like she's been going in on bitches like this her whole life. Interestingly, oh also by the way, again we are seeing Victoria like show herself to be the certain way, but then when it actually comes down to action, she is like a completely different person. Interesting again. So yeah, so there's actually some I don't really like getting spoilers or getting tea from contestants' lives outside of this whole thing. Like let's just leave that for when this is over and when we're going to the after, rose ceremony, and just like we can leave that for there. But like these, like Victoria P and Victoria F are just giving me so much fakery and two-facedness and just so much mess. So I was down to go into this article. So something, oh yeah, I also know about her being a model for White Lives Matter. But again, like I wasn't into. I want to leave that type of stuff for after the show is over. Not currently, but because I just want to focus on like the characters I'm seeing now, on the participants I'm seeing now. I don't want to like have it be spoiled or ruined. Like I just want to focus and enjoy this now, and then we can get into that tea once we're done. But yeah, so that's why. But that was back when I was like liking Victoria F, and I was like want to give her like the benefit of doubt or whatever, and like still think like she is like a good person, like not a bad person at all. Like, but now I'm starting to get some different insight. I'm getting a different feel. So now I am ready to read some stuff. Like this is an exception. So I saw something about how a girl came out about how she bullied her. Victoria bullied her and like body shamed her and about her body hair and all that stuff. So it's interesting now once we see how she confronted Alea, because like I said, that looked like a bitch who has been coming at bitches her whole life. Now doesn't that make more sense now, doesn't? Oh, Victoria. The two Victorias. These girls, oh, honestly, I mean, damn, y'all is rubbing me all the wrong way. Oh, and plus Peter. Peter is just like going to this, like, I'm feeling good. Like, I'm feeling good going into tonight. Oh, Peter, get ready. Oh, Peter. Peter, you have no idea what's coming to you once you enter on the other side of that door. Peter, get ready. Peter. Oh, Peter. Oh, poor Peter. He thought he was going to like, it's going to be such a good night. No, the hell it was not Peter. Oh. I was like, Peter, get ready, Peter. Get ready. No, it's not going to happen what you think. Like, this night's not going to go the way you want it to. Peter, get ready. Brace yourself. Put on your seatbelt. So he goes in, and then Deandra and Natasha confront him and, tell him all the tea and all that stuff, like how disrespectful that was and how hurtful it was. Peter apologizes very sincerely, obviously. And then all the girls just go in on him, and for good reason. And I was actually living for this. I was like, oh my god, yes, because it's like we never see this. We never see the contestants like go after the Bachelor, Bachelorette. Like they always like stay, like they, they're fighting for the love of this person. Like they won't really just like confront them. Like even though like they just stay quiet and they won't really express themselves like this, and they will just like take a lot of shit. But I love how this time, like, especially for like women, like, especially like, women who have had struggles in the past about like, not being able to speak up, not being able to speak their mind, not being, being more, having to be more submissive instead of having the marriage or partner or the relationship be a partnership and equal. I love how this was so refreshing to see, because it's like, yes, this is real life. Like this is what a partnership is. Like this is what equality is, like equal. Like I'm gonna tell you my concerns and you're gonna listen. Like if you fucked up, so I'm gonna tell you that you fucked up. So, and I like that, because that's what a partnership is. Like like that's real life. Like that's what a true relationship is. So I love seeing the girls finally seeing like these Bachelor contestants like actually finally like just not feeling like they have to hold back, not feeling like they have to keep quiet, like speaking their minds and just going in, like speaking their mind, going in, defending themselves or whatever. So yeah, I live for that. And Peter talks to Victoria F, then he talks to Leia, and Alea just something that broke my heart about Alea said, like, she feels like she can't speak, like she's just getting torn to shreds. She feels like she can't say anything, because these bitches start just going in on her and vilifying her, and she just feels like she can't speak. Like she feels so terrified to speak, because at the moment, like if she does, like she feels like she can't do anything. Like these girls just always going in on her, like can't stand like just going in on her for everything. So it's like I feel that girl, like that's definitely what's going on here. So it's like it really bothered her because she felt like she can't, how she feels like she can't speak because like these girls really are going way too far in on her. Like y'all really need to calm down. Like y'all is doing way too much. And Peter even goes in. Oh, and Peter also was just like, can you let me know, like tell me, like why are they all so against it? Like no, because I'm not seeing it. So it's like, oof. And Elaine was just like so the whole conversation was just getting really real. Like it was real, and Elaine just like, I feel like I can't speak. I feel like I can't do anything. Like I'm generally being honest with you, Peter. I don't know what to do. Like Peter, I'm generally being honest with you. Like yeah, and another stuff. So yeah. Peter even goes out to take his tie. Like his tie was too tight. Like Peter is like suffocating here. He is suffocating in this house. What? It's probably a house, right? A house. Yeah, a cabin. Yeah, a house. Not a house. A building. Okay, just call it a building. Like yeah, he's suffocating in this building. Okay, like he is like he's taking off his tie. Like, whew. When a man gotta loosen his tie, that's when shit's getting real. Like when he gotta loosen it up, like, ooh, it really is going down. So, yeah, and it's like this whole part just gets to a point where it just becomes so catty. Like it just turned to such high school shit. Like I was totally down for like the girls just like defending themselves and just speaking up and just being like, no, not okay with this. Like this was not cool, and just being real. But it felt like it shifted from that to like adult women talking and being mature and having this conversation to just shifting to like high school, petty, catty shit, and just gossiping and just being messy. Like that's really what it turned to. I was really disappointed because I really felt like that's what the girls started turning into. Like the girls just started going, like they were all talking at the same time, and they just started looking like high school girls, just like gossiping and being catty and messy and petty and just talking all this shit. Like that's all talking together, like always talking together, like talking above each other and all this stuff on top of each other. Like it was just such a mess. And so it's like even the episode ends with the to be continued ... Like it ends with the girls literally in the background just like talking all their all their catty petty shit, just like and just gossiping and all that stuff and just blobbing on and on and on. Like it turned to a point where it's like you're literally not even like talking and discussing about Peter and this whole mess of a situation. Like it's no longer like it no longer became like about Peter and like the unfairness or the rudeness. It just literally just turned to just like gossip and cattiness and pettiness and just like high school shit, and just like it was not a cute look at all. It was not attractive. No, it was not attractive. So yeah, so it just ends with all this mess. Honestly, it just ends with all this mess. And at one point, the thing is though, it's like at one point, like the redhead said something about like it was Peter's choice. Like they didn't make this choice. Like they didn't make the choice to send her home. Like they didn't send her home. It was Peter's choice. But y'all influenced him. Okay, like let's just be like, I don't give a shit what you have to say. Y'all influenced. Y'all told him the tea. Y'all told him what was going on. Y'all told him about how you felt about Leia. You don't think that was gonna put stuff into his head, like, and it cause him to make the decision that make like really okay. But yeah, so the thing and you're right, it is Peter's choice. Peter's choice. He made the choice to like take her out of the competition, to eliminate her, and he has a choice to bring her back. It's his choice. So shut up. Let him make his choice. If he wants to bring Leia, he can. Shut up about it. Like shut up about it. But I will say that for the girls that I will say, like, I'm kind of unsure what are these girls really mad about? Are they really mad that he brought Leia back with their group date rose, or are they mad because he brought Leia back in general? Like I don't know. I'm sorry. if you feel like they mad because of the group J Rose, but it's feeling like they're simply just mad because she's back. Like they didn't want him to bring her back. So I don't really know like which one is it, girls, but I think some girls, I think it's like some like some girls are just mad because he gave her the group day rose, and some are just mad because she's just here because he just brought her back, like period. Um, and that's not okay with me. For the girls that are just mad because he used her group day rose, because he gave her the group day rose, I'm with you. I completely agree. I don't think that was okay at all. So I definitely agree with you completely, 100% in that regard. So yeah, I think I'll definitely have a point. But for the girls, the chicks that are just mad because he just brought Alea back in general, shut up. It's his choice. This is his show. He's the lead. He's going to make whatever decision he wants to, the best decision for him. He's going to follow his heart, what he feels. And if he wants to spoil this relationship with this girl and spoil how he feels about her, let him. It's his choice. Shut up. This is his show. He's the lead. Let it the freak go. And another thing, this reminded me a lot of what happened in Hannah's season. In Hannah's season, with He Who Shall Not Be Named, like everybody was just going in on him and just going and spending all the time with Hannah talking about him. And Hannah was just getting so annoying. And we all know, like, it came to that annoying where it just reached a boiling point and Hannah just lost it. And she just told all of them to, just stay in your lane. Stay in your freaking lane. Just let it go. Like, stop talking about him. Like, this is not about him. Stop talking about him. I'm gonna explore this relationship. I'm gonna make whatever choice I want to. This is like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I feel, and whatever I need to find out, I'm gonna find it out by myself. Just let this go. Move on. Focus on me. Stop focusing on him, and just let it go. Let me make my own decisions. And she was right. Like, even when the guys were right about the way how they felt about He Who Shall Not Be Named, they were totally right. It was still, the point was that they just had to let it go. Like, she will make her own decision. She will find it out for herself. She will see it for herself. Stop talking about him. Stop focusing on him. It's about her, not him. Like, stop using your time to talk about him. Like, it's over. Just let it go. Move on. Stop focusing on him. Stop focusing on him. This is her decision. Let it go. Like, move on. Like, enough. Like, it's enough. And she did eventually find out. She said that whatever she had to see, she will see it for herself. That was the point, that she will see it for herself. And that's what she chose to do. She said, whatever happens, whatever I need to know about this guy, like, I will see it for myself eventually. And, yeah, she did. She did eventually see it for herself. Like, and set him packing. Like, did it take her a while? Yes, it did. But she eventually did, though. The point is that she eventually did see it on her own. So that's the point. Like, whatever you think about Elaine, whatever your opinion on it is on him, like, he will figure out for himself. Like, I just want Peter to just, like, I just want them all to just, I wish Peter would just, like, tell him, like, dog, just shut up. Like, let it go. I'm gonna keep Alea. I want to explore whatever it is I want to explore with her. I want to explore my feelings towards her, because I feel some way towards her. I feel some type of way towards her. And, whatever real Alea there is, he will find out for himself. He will see it for himself, and he will do what he has to do, but he'll do it on his own. He's a grown-ass man. I'm sure he will be able to make whatever decision he has to make on his own and see it for himself. And that's it. But that's the thing, though. Here's the difference, right? Hannah was a woman versus all these men. Here, Peter is a man versus all these women. Now, here's where the difference comes in. When we are now in a time where it's like, feminism, women speaking up, women standing up for themselves, defending themselves, it comes to a point where it's like, can Peter really come for these women the way Hannah came for those men in her season? Can Peter really just tell these women to just let it go, move on, I'm going to make my own decisions, I don't want to keep talking about this, the way, stay in your lane, like, basically telling them to shut the fuck up, like, the way Hannah did with these men? No, he can't, because And you know, I hate double standards, whether they're towards men or women, whichever. I just hate double standards. Hannah, it was easier for Hannah to be like that because, you know, we're at a time where women speak up and defend themselves. So it's like for a woman to tell this to men, it's like yes, yes, you go, girl, you go, sis. Instead of with a man talking to this way towards women, it's like how dare you? Like excuse me, like don't tell them to be quiet. Like, are you trying to quiet them? Are you not trying to like not let them speak their mind, speak their opinion, like not stand up for themselves? Like, how dare you? Like, who do you think you are? You see, it would. I guarantee you, it would be completely different reactions, and that sucks. But unfortunately, that's just the way it is, and that's definitely. I can guarantee you, that's what would happen if Peter just went on and like just shut the fuck up, let this go, stay in your lane. I'ma keep doing what I'ma do, and it's done. Like period. Like he just straight up just shut them down, just tell them like it's done. Just completely just completely just decided right now like it's done, it's finished. We're moving on. That wouldn't be as a well received reaction as if it were, you know, a woman versus these other, you know, 20 plus whatever plus 15, I think it's 15 plus 50 plus men, you know, like it wouldn't be the same, unfortunately, which sucks because I hate double standards. We all hate double standards, right? But yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it is. But yeah, I really do hope, like whatever the reaction, like, can Peter please just shut these girls down? Like, just let it go. Like, I understand the part of him giving her the birthday rose with after she wasn't on date. That I totally understand. But y'all just being mad because she's back in general. Y'all need to sit down, take several seats. Like, let it go. Like, can we keep moving on? Because y'all really going at this girl for literally no reason. Like, y'all is being so extra with this girl for no reason. Like, stop it. Just stop. I just hope we know he's gonna get through with this. He's gonna find a resolution to this, because we know that, you know, we're gonna get to the end of the season. We know that for sure. Like we know that for sure. Like, Peter, like, you know, we wouldn't have a finale if we wouldn't have we wouldn't see a whole finale that's gonna come out of this if he just doesn't find a resolution to this and all these girls go home. Like, it's gonna get figured out. It's gonna figure it out. And like, come on, let's be real. These bitches ain't going nowhere. Like, it don't matter whatever about the Bachelor, whatever, or the Bachelorette, and vice versa. You know, these girls coming for this TV time, for this publicity, for this fame, for these followers, for this coin, whatever. So they ain't going nowhere. Like, they're not going nowhere. We know that for sure. But yeah, the thread is still amazing though. Like, I will pack my bags. Like, we all girls, we will go on a riot, we will go on a strike, and we will all pack our bags. I mean, I would still be living that. I know y'all bitches ain't going nowhere, but like, I would still be living. I would still be living for that though. So yeah. So that's it. Yeah, making sure. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, okay. So that was fun. Oh yeah, another thing I want to mention. So Victoria P and Victoria F, the two Victorias, they're giving me all types. They're looking really fake to me. I'm seeing a lot of two-facedness. I'm not happy. They're really rubbing me the wrong way. But like, there's something this season that showed me. It's like, damn, I really don't have as good an intuition as I thought I was. Because all the girls that I was like rooting for, like rooting for so much in the beginning of this, they are just disappointing me. Like, I'm like, damn. Maybe it's just from the TV. Maybe from a TV screen, what they're showing me. Like, I'm not good in intuitionizing you know, intuitively, like, yeah, like, you know, like, I'm not very good at, like, with my intuition in that regard. But maybe in person, I am good within my intuition. I want to believe that. Hopefully that's how it is. Hopefully that's it. But yeah, so I'm so disappointed. Like, really, like, I did not want y'all girls to let me down. But yeah, they're what they say and how they make themselves be perceived, and their actions are just not matching up. They're not lining up. These two girls are just like showing themselves to be a certain way and speaking in a certain way, but then the way they act is just so something completely different, and every time it's just a complete surprise. Especially Victoria F. Like, she just keeps time and time again like doing all these things that just completely just shook us and just showed to be completely out of her nature, and she just, it's like she just, it's so two-faced. Like, she's one way for one moment, the next moment she's in this moment, which is like, how did this even happen? How did she even get here? Like, how did your personality just change? Like, literally just like multiple personalities. It's like, how did your personality switch to this? It's like, these are not the same people. Like, what is going on? Okay, anyways, let's just end this. Yeah, that's all the tea. Let's, week 5 is gonna be juicy. 2 episodes, that's gonna be difficult, but still looking forward to it because I love the show, and Sam is a good TV, is a good entertainment, so I love it. We're always living for it. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know all your thoughts, please. Thank you. Become my first subscriber. Appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, so like, why would you not want to be the first subscriber? I mean, really, like, come on, like, let's get it together. Okay, let's get it together. So yeah, so that's the end of this video. Yeah, like I said, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Week 5 is probably gonna be even more mess. Gonna stay even more hydrated. Gonna have to stay even more hydrated for sure. So that's it. That's the end. See you next week, and bye.